Chaos and violence surged in Haiti's capital on Friday. Heavy gunfire rang out in Port-au-Prince after a Haitian gang leader, Jimmy Cherizier, known as Barbecue, warned he would try to oust Prime Minister Ariel Henry. Bodies of slain victims lay on the streets. It was unclear how many have died so far. There were unverified reports of armed men trying to take control of the capital's main container port. The gangs also reportedly threatened to attack more police stations. Reuters was unable to independently confirm these claims. Assault rifle in hand, Cherizier addressed the island's law enforcement.
We asked the Haitian National Police and the military to take responsibility and arrest Ariel Henry. Once again, the population is not our enemy. The armed groups are not your enemy. You arrest Ariel Henry for the country's liberation.
In a statement, Prime
Breaking news in the case of the baby found in Schenectady yesterday after an Amber Alert. The mother of 10-month-old Halo Branton is now charged in her death. Stella Porter is outside Schenectady Police Headquarters. Stella, the details from police are harrowing.
They are, Faith. These court documents we just got say that baby Halo died when that mother dropped her down what police are calling a 10-foot deep pipe access area on GE's campus. That mother appeared before a judge this morning. She is 24-year-old Persia Nelson. She is facing second-degree manslaughter charges in baby Halo's death. This morning, she was represented by public defender Steven Signori. That hearing lasted about 10 minutes. Court documents say the crime took place on Saturday night at 10 p.m. The Amber Alert for baby Halo went out on Sunday morning. The baby was found on GE's campus Sunday afternoon, and rushed to Ellis Hospital, where she later died. Today, we are learning.
I'm Vinny Politan. This is Closing Arguments. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. And we've been covering a story out of New Mexico involving a 19-year-old young woman who is at the hospital. She's at the hospital, goes into labor, but runs into the bathroom, delivers the child by herself in the bathroom in a hospital, and then puts the child in plastic and in the trash, and then goes back to the hospital room. Unreal story. Well, tonight we've got the autopsy results, and we're going to have them for you in just a moment. But for those of you not familiar with this story, take a look.
She put the baby in the trash can, and then she put another clean liner over the top of it. Oh, wow. Okay. So they looked there, there was no trash in there, but it was underneath the clean bag. The baby's dead. Okay, we have him in trauma too, but she killed the kid.
Yeah, how old was that?
Is finding the strength to tell her mother's story days after that young woman's father was sentenced for murdering her. The victim recording every haunting moment. In that video, a key piece of evidence in the killer's sentencing trial.
Well, as you know, jaws dropped in our newsroom when we saw it. And ABC 13's Alex Bozarchian joins us now with another big part of this case. The jury was made up entirely of women, Alex.
That's right, Eric. It was an all-female jury, which is rare but can happen. You're not allowed to strike down a juror on the basis of sex or race, so that's how it shook out here. The overwhelming evidence here was a video of the murder. Despite that, they sentenced Carrie Birmingham to 10 years in prison. The maximum would have been 20.
Okay. All right, goodbye, Reese. I'll see you. You go meet Jesus.
Those were Carrie Birmingham's last words to his wife, Patricia, before he killed her with his shotgun outside their home in Spring. In the video, you can hear he fired 3 times.
Hope it was worth it.
This all going down while their teenage daughter, Olivia, was at school.
I lost both my parents that day. My dad died that day, too.
because my dad died that day too. Because the person who did that to my mom and my father aren't the same person.
Patricia and Gary had roughly a 30-minute argument leading up to the shooting.
You really want this on video?
I'll pull it. I'm mad enough to pull it.
Audio we obtained.
For a crime so heartbreaking and horrific, many in Hawaii are struggling to process it.
A father in Manoa fatally stabbed his wife and 3 children before taking his own life. Hawaii News Now spoke to family members who confirmed the man's identity as 46-year-old Paris Oda. The victims of yesterday's apparent murder-suicide are 48-year-old Naoko Oda, 17-year-old Sakurako Oda, 12-year-old Orion Oda, and 10-year-old Nana Oda. Their neighbors in Manoa say everything seemed so normal.
Now they're desperately searching for answers. Our team coverage of this tragedy starts with Mahealani Richardson, who spoke to family and friends of the victims. Mahea.
Hawaii News Now spoke to Paris Oda's mother, Annette, about the horrific murder-suicide Sunday morning in quiet Manoa, where Paris stabbed and killed his wife, Naoko, and 3 children, 17-year-old Sakurako, 12-year-old Orion, and 10-year-old Nana. Annette Oda.
Police say a Tinley Park man admitted he killed his wife and 3 daughters and even told them why. Meanwhile, friends are remembering the 4 women shot and killed Sunday in the southwest suburb. CBS 2's Andrew Ramos is outside court in Bridgeview, where the accused gunman faced a judge this afternoon. Andrew?
And Joe, that man, Mahar Kessam, is being held tonight without bail, accused of murdering his wife and 3 adult daughters in cold blood. The result of what prosecutors say was a heated argument over respect and money.
The defendant stated, quote, "They're all gone."
They're the chilling words 63-year-old Mahar Kessam told responding officers who arrived at his family's Tinley Park home Sunday morning after he called 911, telling a dispatcher that his wife, 53-year-old Mahida Kessam, had been shot.
When police asked where everyone was, stated, quote, "They're all gone."
They're the chilling words 63-year-old Mahar Kessam told responding officers who arrived at his family's Tinley Park home Sunday morning after he called 911, telling a dispatcher that his wife, 53-year-old Mahida Kessam, had been shot.
When police asked where everyone was at, the defendant pointed in the direction of the basement.
Police would find the bodies of his wife Mahida, his 25-year-old twin daughters Halima and Zahia, and 24-year-old daughter Hanan. Also inside the home at the time of the shooting was their 19-year-old son, the lone witness who was left unharmed. According to prosecutors, the teen woke up to a heated argument happening between Mahar and one of his daughters, where his wife and other
Demonstrators calling for a ceasefire in Gaza clash with D.C. Capitol Police tonight. Officers had to push people back outside the Democratic National Committee headquarters. Police say arrests were made and all members of Congress were safely moved from the area.